And in my estimation is probably the most unprecedented opportunity for students to gain like invaluable networking experience, and also the ability to learn firsthand from the leaders and change agents in those industries that they want to get involved with. Anyone at the university is free to apply. It is very competitive. We probably have 3 times as many students apply that get in. The big thing is really being able to clarify the intention of going. It's about identifying what the educational goals of the experience are and what the kind of intention of networking is. Preparation's a big thing. So for me, I tell them, it's no good for them to go into the Raging Rapids and just get swept away once they get down there. It's really about how to prepare and how to navigate so much activity and so many opportunities.
How I prepared for the experience was basically just getting together my own personal assets for like my own story, figuring out, who you are, what you do, and then how you then present that to the possible people that you're going to meet in your mentorship sessions or anybody that you meet out on the street, basically. So mainly the elevator pitch was used when you were meeting like mentors or anything like that, of how you could tell them who you are, where you're from, what you do, what you're looking to do. So you got to rely on yourself in a lot of these situations and really present yourself in the best manner.
I admittedly spent all my free time, like end of fall semester, beginning of spring semester, just every single day, day in and day out. The minute there was a new announcement, I was just Googling like crazy, like a mad woman, making all these spreadsheets, making all these schedules. And Josh was really big about making sure we had that structure. I didn't want to go down and waste time and waste a week not knowing anything. But you also don't want to plan so much to where if you get overwhelmed, you're going to get lost and you're going to panic. But Josh was always telling us, make sure you have a backup plan. If something gets moved or something gets canceled, make sure you have something else to pivot to, because he really emphasized using as much time as we could while we're down there to get the best out of the experience.
Yeah, well, after they've had about a week to collectively pick the pieces of themselves off of the floor, because Every student that goes, I tell them beforehand, this trip will be even better than you can imagine. And then when we get back, they say, it was even better than you saying it was better than I could imagine, in terms of the range of experiences and just what a lot of people call South by moments, which are like just things that aren't even scheduled, that just happen. But there are kind of two primary things that students have to do when they get back. The first and the most important is the follow-up. So I always tell students that the experiences down there only matter insofar as you follow up after the fact. So we spent a lot of time with them working on follow-up emails, follow-up phone calls. I have a whole strategy with them when they get business cards. They get the business card, they take a note on who that person was, how strong the contact was, and they literally just line all their business cards up, all their contact notes, and they just start firing off emails and phone calls. So that's kind of the first big thing, and that has to be done almost immediately after getting back within the first week. Then after there's the processing, which really comes in the form of them doing a summary of the experience, kind of reflecting on what the takeaways were for them personally and professionally, but also South by Southwest is really an arbinger of things to come. So it gives you, what I tell students, is about a 12 to 18 month range to see where industry spaces are going before anybody else in the country, in some cases in the world even, have identified. So very often in my classes, I'll pull the trends that I see down there and I'll say, here where things are going, and then the next year when I teach that class and those things are happening, it's like, yeah, we could see that's where things were kind of panning out. So students really get a very unique look at where spaces are going, and I really encourage them to put that into motion as much as possible for themselves, to think about where they're going in the marketplace and kind of where they see jobs opening that didn't exist before they went down, that are opening as they prepare to graduate.
I don't think you can get an experience like this anywhere else. I've made a lot of connections throughout Ohio, and especially in Athens in the local music scenes when I was really involved there. But people come from all over the country, from all over the world for South by, and they converge into one little city to do this experience. And you get to meet people who might only be, a name on Billboard one day, but then they're going to be in your email connections the next day. Like I was meeting people that worked at my favorite labels, people who worked for my favorite brands, and now I get to call them my friends because of the connections I made while I was there. This was my first time going to Austin for South by, and I just loved the atmosphere so much that I decided to move here after college, and I'm still here because of that passion.
I had never been to anything like South by Southwest before. I'd never been to like a music film conference ever before. So just having that whole thing and being immersed in Austin, and it's such a diverse city, and there's so much to do at South by. It's insane. You could go to all kinds of different showcases, meet tons of different people. Like it still blows my mind of like some of the people that I met just randomly. So it's just like, it's also just creating memories, and it's just, you're actually in the field of it all, and basically like you have every opportunity in the world to, get yourself out there, get yourself known.
I recall back to my experience as a student here at OU, which was great, but I always feel like there was this frustration that, I have all this passion, I have all this drive, I know that I can be good in this area, but you're yearning for connection, you're yearning for opportunity, you're yearning to meet those people in those industry spaces. And that's what this trip provides. It's like a conduit to the future for these students. And I love helping to facilitate that, because they come back excited, they're filled with passion, and not just that, but it's actuated. Like they are able actually to go out and do those things and not just learn about them and talk about them. And I've seen nearly a decade's worth of alumni come out of that are all across the music, film, and interactive industries as a result.
live, I get it.
Hello, everybody. Man, does it feel good to be back? Good evening, and welcome to the 2022 School of Media Arts and Studies Award Banquet. My name is Josh Antonucci, and I'm the director of the School of Media Arts and Studies. To our students, parents, families, faculty, friends, and visiting, let me say on behalf of our school that it's good to be back together after 3 years. Gosh, I was just talking with somebody, it's like 3 years, like that, but it's good to be back. It's really great to celebrate our students together in one space, so thank you for being with us tonight. It is an understatement to say that this has been an exceptional season in the college experience. The sheer volume of disruption and challenges has been difficult to navigate and has required both faculty and students to learn how to persevere and support one another while continually readjusting through the stages of the pandemic. Our students have shown exceptional resilience, and tonight it is our privilege as faculty and leaders to recognize their achievements. Our school is a community of over 600 students across 4 majors spanning areas of video production, digital cinema, documentary storytelling, music production, the music industry, animation, podcasting, sound design, social media, and media and social change research and practice. Our faculty are engaged with their respective industries and are deeply committed to creative work and research and building an exceptional educational experience for our students. The School of Media Arts and Studies is a national leader in experiential education, offering several experiential learning courses and extracurricular programs to give our students the exclusive opportunity to engage with their industries directly and to build vital connections and professional experience through their coursework. These include our Semester in LA program, South by Southwest, our Storytelling, Technology, and Digital Media and Theme Parks course at Disney World, documentary storytelling courses in Ireland and Spain, music production master classes at leading studios in New York City and Austin, Texas, and very soon, our animation course in Tokyo. It's going to be good. As well as several opportunities on and around campus, including our annual Music Industry Summit, our 48-hour shootout, research opportunities in our Smart Lab, the student-run record label Brick City Records, Go BCR, our Media Arts Production Service Learning course, our Lyric and Storytelling course, allowing students to learn directly from regional songwriters, partnerships with Irma for Peace Ranch, and the Nelsonville Music Festival, and numerous amazing student organizations, such as ACRN, AVW, the Audio Engineering Society, Rough Cut Collective, Women in the Music Industry, and the OU Animation Club. Our faculty are passionate about their fields, and it translates into our courses and the initiatives we oversee for our students. As such, I'm excited to announce that just recently we learned that our school was ranked in the top 50 media programs in the US by the Broadcast Education Association. Students, you should not only feel proud about your involvement in the School of Media Arts and Studies, but more importantly, prepared and ready for the successful career journey ahead for each of you. All we ask is that you still return our emails after you obtain your massive success beyond the university. Before we begin with our student recognition, I would like to also take a moment to acknowledge the extraordinary efforts of our faculty and school staff. Through all the challenges of the pandemic, they have exemplified both professionalism and incredible feats of malleability to meet the demands we faced in our classrooms. I am amazed and so proud of the work of our faculty and staff and their commitment to students in the face of these most difficult of circumstances. Can I ask our faculty in the room and staff in the room to please stand to be recognized? Thank you. All right, so let's go and get started. I would like to begin our awards ceremony and welcome Dr. Scott Titsworth, Dean of the Scripps College of Communication, and Greg Muller, Assistant Dean for Student Success, to come forward. They'll be presenting our College Scholarship Awards tonight.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Josh. Just a couple points here. I'm going to announce the recipients, and the recipients will walk up and stand over here And then I'll read a little bit about the recipient, and then you can come across the stage to grab your award, and we'll take a quick photo and shake Scott's hand. So, all right, everyone. We're a little rusty here. I did this on Teams, I think, 2 years in a row, so bear with me. All right. So I have the pleasure of announcing the college scholarships within the Scripps, within the School of Media Arts and Studies. And the first one is the Scripps College of Communications Scholarship. Scripps College of Communications scholarships are awarded to talented students who make significant contributions to the School of Media Arts and Studies activities outside the classroom while demonstrating financial need and academic merit. This year's award goes to 2 students, Harlan Friedman Rommel and Tiago Nunez. Harlan is a junior majoring in integrated media. He is the president of the student film organization Rough Cut Collective and the co-president of OU's performance troupe Black Sheep Improv. Harlan is participating in the Fall Ohio in LA program and will pursue a career in film and television development after graduating next semester. He is also one of our college ambassadors. Tiago is currently involved with the Latino Student Union and AES. He has also done an internship at the Music Resource Center as a studio assistant intern located in Cincinnati. For this summer, he is planning to intern abroad in Spain. The Scripps College of Communication General Endowment. This year's awards go to Justin Adamson and Lydia Smith. Justin is involved with the OU Animation Club and ACRN's visual media team. He is also a student leader at Jefferson Marketplace. After graduating, Justin hopes to get a job as a motion graphics animator in the media industry. Lydia Smith is a media and social change major with minors in journalism and French. She's involved on campus as a floor director for OU's Fridays Live and as a studio technician at the Grid Lab. In her spare time, she serves as the editor-in-chief of the Buffed Film Buffs, a film and TV review site. She is also one of our Scripps Innovation Scholars. Congratulations. Our next award is the Scripps College of Communication Multicultural Enhancement Award. This award is presented to a student of diverse background, and this year's award goes to Emma Gabriel. Emma is out of town and cannot join us this evening, but Emma is a junior in the music production and recording industry major. She is on the recording industry track and aims to become an artist manager after graduation. She's involved in this year's Brick City class. She's involved in Odyssey at OU and was also just named president of WIMI, Women in the Music Industry. Scripps Innovation Scholarship. This year's award goes to Harlan Friedman Rommel. Harlan is still a junior majoring in integrated media. He is the president of the student film organization Rough Cut Collective, co-president of OU's performance troupe Black Sheep Improv, and participating in Ohio and LA program, and will pursue a career in film and television.
Thank you.
Next, we have the Lyon Family Scholarship. This year's award goes to Hannah Littlefield. Yes. Hannah is a junior, music production major with communication minor and social media certificate. She is involved in the ACRN production team, which is in charge of recording artists and setting up for shows ACRN puts on. Congrats, Hannah.
Thank you.
We had that planned out for her to arrive just like that. It really was. The 73 West State Street Award. This year's award goes to Harlan Friedman Rommel. Congratulations, Harlan.
Maybe one more. Can we do a silly one? Sure. Can we do a silly one? Okay. What does silly Scott look like?
Harlan's putting his improv skills to the test. All right, the Bryant and Irma Austin Scholarship. This year's award goes to Colin Maple. Colin is a junior at Ohio University studying integrated media. He enjoys stepping out of his comfort zone and trying to be the best he can be in his craft. Congratulations, Colin. The Gaynor Family Scholarship for the Scripps College of Communication. This year's award goes to Sophie Hillary. Sophie is a junior integrated media major with a minor in marketing and certificate in social media. She is the director of leadership for her sorority, Alpha Gamma Delta, and a member of the audience engagement team for The Post. She works for the Sorority Fraternity Life office at OU, managing all social media pages. Sophie is also part of the Ohio and LA program and will be interning in LA over the summer. Congratulations. Congrats. Next, we have the King Family Foundation Scholarship, and we have 2 recipients. This year's awards go to Sofia Cardone and Diego Nunez. Sophia is a rising junior in the music production and recording industry program. On campus, she is involved with WUB and holds a position of Vice President of Communications and Operations at Sigma Kappa. This summer, she'll be a student in the Ohio and LA program. Diego is currently involved with the Latino Student Union and AES. He has also done an internship at the Music Resource Center as a studio assistant intern located in Cincinnati. And this summer, he is going to intern abroad in Spain. Congratulations. The Charlie and Becky Kendall Scholarship. This year's award goes to Sophia Cardone. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you walk all the way back there. A rising junior in the music production recording industry program, involved with WAB, and holds a position as Vice President of Communications Operations Sigma Kappa and Ohio and LA this summer. Congrats again. Next, we have the David C. Mitchell Scholarship in Communication, and this year's award goes to Shania Huffman. Shania is a music production student at Ohio University. She is currently recording and mixing Athens local bands and is always writing and producing her own music. Shania will be interning at a recording studio in LA this summer as she has been accepted into the Ohio and LA program. The Don Paris Internship Scholarship. This is offered through an annual competition within the college and provides funding to support internship experiences for Ohio students in the Scripps College of Communication. Selection criteria include scholastic achievement, extracurricular involvement, a secured internship, that's important, and financial need. This year we have 2 recipients, Harlan Friedman Rommel and Bailey Perry. Bailey is the social media executive for both Rough Cut Collective and AVW Studios and a member of the OU Animation Club. Currently working directing first short film, and after graduation plans to move to California and work as an animator, social media manager. And Harlan. I would like to welcome Dr. Roger Cooper up to the stage.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So, 2 months before my wife, Pat, passed away in the summer of 2019, my mother and I endowed a scholarship in her name to honor her for her impact on the Ohio and LA program. I'm very pleased to tell you that the endowment has continued to grow. The first year we gave away 1 scholarship. Last year we gave away 2, and we're able to actually increase the amount of this year's scholarship. So I'm really pleased to see that happen. Just want to tell you just like a really short story. About 8.5 years ago, I was presented with the opportunity to start an LA program. And I was very intrigued about doing it, but also very hesitant about doing it because I had a pretty good life as things stood. And at a certain point when I was doing the mental back and forth as to whether to do the LA program, my wife said, just go for it. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. And I always half-jokingly say that she did that just to get me out of the house. But the truth is that she sacrificed far more than I did to allow me to be out in LA for 6 months of the year. And as she did many times during our marriage of 36 years. But Pat's effect on the Ohio and LA program is more than just going, just the words go for it. She, in the summers, because she's a kindergarten teacher, she spent the entire summer program with the students, engaging with the students, making them feel at home in a big city, going to excursions that we went on, and it was, it became a very special thing for her as well as for me. So her effect is really beyond any of those things. And, to know Pat was to know the most humble, authentic person that you could ever meet. And so since this is the first time that I presented this in front of actual people, I wanted to dedicate tonight's scholarship, not only to Pat, but to those in our lives that exist a bit under the radar, that do really great things, but never are do-gooders. And you all, I think, probably know somebody like that. And, I want to dedicate it because that's who Pat was. She never sought any attention, but she was doing a lot of good in lots of different ways. And the last thing I want to share with you is that, in those last few months that she was alive, there were just many moments of sadness and uncertainty and heartbreak and pain, but there was one really distinct moment of joy. And that was on June 25th. That was her birthday. She'd had a bad reaction to chemo, so we were in the Columbus Hospital. And that was the day that I presented her with a card announcing that we had endowed her scholarship. And the look of happiness and the look of humility on her face is something I will treasure for the rest of my life. And I would just encourage any of you, you never know when things are going to suddenly turn bad. And so if you have those under radar or anyone else, tell them how you feel, share it with them, send them a note, do something to let them know how you feel about them, because it's a really important thing. And Pat would be so happy to, with the two outstanding people who will receive her Ohio and LA scholarship for 2022. The first is Gabriel Antonucci. Gabriel is, unfortunately, he's in class tonight. Class? He can't be here. Gabriel is a rising senior, integrated media production. He's worked on independent projects as well as for Rough Cut Collective for the past year, and he will be in the fall LA program. And the thing I'll say about Gabriel, he was in the fully online business and media class last year, and not only was he like one of the highest performing students in the class, but us as teachers, when you're teaching on Zoom and you know somebody is like really present, it really makes a difference as a teacher, and that was always Gabriel, and it really meant a lot and said a lot about him and his amazing prospects for the future. Josh, you did a great job. And the second recipient is Sophie Hillary. Sophie, you've heard a little bit about Sophie. She's a integrated media major with a minor in marketing, certificate in social media. I'll skip some of the other things that you already heard about her. She is a bright light, and she's going to do amazing things in LA. She's got such a fantastic life and career ahead of her, so congratulations. And I'm also here to present the Robert Elko Scholarship. Robert Elko was a former ABC executive, pioneer in the television industry, and also served on the faculty at OU from 1967 to 1973. The scholarship is awarded to an undergraduate student with an interest in management, and also it's based on academic merit. And this year's Robert C. Coe Scholarship goes to Sophia Cardone. Sophia is a rising junior in the music production recording industry program. She's involved with WUB, vice president of communications and operations at Sigma Kappa. And this summer, she will be in the Ohio and LA program. Sophie is mature and driven beyond her years. She's amazing. Can I tell them how old you are?
I'm 18.
She's 18. And she is so proactive and just so, she's got all the qualities that will lead to great successes. So. And now to present the Christine Twardzik Memorial Scholarship is Jeff Twardzik. Sandy.
Sidekick, my wife, Sandy. Just want to say something about Roger. When our daughter died 16 years ago, I never knew Roger till then, but during that time, he was a great support. Introduced us to this place, and I'm appreciative of him. So he didn't turn the page for me, though.
There we are.
So there we are, okay. Okay, this year's award goes to, and I did ask, Ashley.
Do you want to say this?
Oh, no, my daughter died in a car accident in 2006. She was active in Street Fridays Live and street walking. She was a producer on the shows and led with a present smile and laughter. We created a scholarship in her name, And that's what we do every year, and we missed it the past 2 years. I'm glad to be back. So this year the award goes to Ashley Blublinik. Blublinik. I put my cheaters on now. Ashley has been involved with Sigma Kappa for 3 years and Variant Magazine for 2. This last year, she was on exec as Associate PR Director for Variant Magazine. She is also majoring in visual communication program for publication design and have a minor in PR and advertising. She has a position as a design intern at the Boston Globe and still has 1 more year to graduate. So you're still a junior. So congratulations, Ashley.
Hello, I'm Andy Walla. I've recently lost my voice, so thank you for bearing with me. I am here to present the Thomas Strike Memorial Scholarship. The Thomas Strike Memorial Scholarship was established in honor of Tom Strike, who graduated from OU in 1978 and with a degree in audio production. And this award recognizes the achievements, promise, and potential of a junior or senior in the audio sequence. This year's winner is Caitlyn Kirtland. Caitlyn is a second-year music production and recording industry major, is involved in the Audio Engineering Society and WIMI. Alongside this, she has also volunteered at the Music Industry Summit. Over winter break, she recorded 4 songs on an album for the band Northwest, and she has also dabbled in productions outside of her field in the 48-Hour Shootout. Congratulations, Caitlyn.
Okay, I'm going to be presenting the Leonard F. Auerbach Regional Reps Corps Scholarship. Founded in 1956 and originally named the Ohio Stations Representatives, Regional Reps is the oldest and largest radio station sales representative firm in Ohio, specializing in small and medium markets and one of the oldest and largest in the country, with offices in Cleveland, Cincinnati, Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, and New York. The Leonard E. Auerbach Regional Reps Corporation Scholarship is awarded to a junior or senior interested in broadcast advertising sales, especially radio. This year's scholarship goes to John Kurtzinger. John is an upcoming senior media arts production student with a minor in film. Throughout his time at OU, John has worked in several media productions, most notably WOUB Public Media. Within WOUB, John has served as a digital reporter for Gridiron Glory, as well as an on-air reporter for Hardwood Heroes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Wolfgang Sützel, and I'm here to present the Bitzer Awards. Ralph J. Bitzer graduated from Ohio University in 1946 with a degree in electrical engineering. He established and conducted a successful consulting engineering company in St. Louis, Missouri, designing and constructing many radio and TV stations throughout the United States. His reputation of success of acquiring FCC licenses for every application submitted is unsurpassed. He was a strong advocate of education for young people. The Bitzer Awards go to students who desire to enhance the quality of their learning through our immersive industry experiences. And this year's recipients are, there are 8 of them, Alison Irie, Anthony Connors, Bailey Perry, Cora Fitch, Gabriel Antonucci, Caitlyn Kilmer, Keen Morris, and Mitchell Wells. Hey guys. Alison.
Hi.
That's you. Alison is a second-year media arts production major. During her 2 years at OU, she has been involved heavily with Fridays Live, being a writer and digital short director. Her first year and the producer during her second year, she works in the Scripps equipment room and spends most of her time outside of class doing freelance post-production work. Anthony Connors here is a junior in the music production and recording industry program within the School of Media Arts and Studies. He currently works as a student audio-visual technician for Ohio University conferences and event services. The NYC Masterclass with Joel Hamilton was one of the best experiences he has had at Ohio University so far. Yes. Next comes Bailey. Bailey is the social media executive for both Rough Cut Collective and AVW Studios and a member of the OU Animation Club. Currently, she's working on directing her first short film. After graduation, she plans to move to California and work as an animator or social media manager. Now, Cora, do we have Cora? Cora has not been able to attend. Gabriel, I understand, is also in a class tonight. Gabriel Antonucci, that is. Gabriel has class, cannot attend. Well, that's what it says here. Gabriel is a rising senior studying integrated media production. He has worked consistently on films both independently and through Rough Cut Collective for the past year. Gabriel will be taking part in the Ohio and LA program next semester. I've got Caitlyn next on my list. Hi, Caitlyn. Kirtland is pursuing an undergraduate degree in media arts production with a minor in English. She participated in MDIA clubs such as Rough Cut Collective, AVW, the 48-hour film challenge, and she directed her first short film this semester, If I Were a Worm, with AVW. Keen is an integrated media major with an anthropology minor. He has been part of the ACRN media for the past year and a half, where he has worked as a videographer and editor. And finally, here's Mitchell. Mitchell is the music production and recording industry, is in the music production and recording industry program, where he hopes to earn a degree that will enable him to work in a studio recording the next generation of musicians. Mitchell, congratulations to all of you. Anthony, yes, we have to have a photo. Bailey, for you. These are two excellent ones. Caitlyn. And we have Keen. Congratulations. Fantastic job, Mitchell. There you go. Now, I think we need to stand in front of the camera. Is that where you want us to be? And the next set of awards is going to be presented by my colleague, Lai Khan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I will be presenting the Lion Family Scholarship for Media Arts and Studies. And this scholarship is awarded through the Scripps College of Communication to an exceptional media student. The award goes to Matt Morrissey. Matt is an integrated media major and a film minor. He's in the film club Rough Cut Collective, where he has learned about film production and loves doing it. Matt recently directed his first independent short film called The Orchard, premiering at the Athena near the end of semester. After graduation, he'd like to be part of film productions. Congratulations, Matt. And now I'll invite Greg Newton to present the next set of awards.
Good evening, everybody. The program lists me as the Associate Dean for Graduate Studies in the Scripps College, and I am that. But it's also my pleasure to be here sort of representing ACRN with this next award. The All-Campus Radio Network started 52 years ago this spring as the student radio station on campus, and we're really proud of the legacy of that group. And we've got a really great group of students here that are doing so much more than just radio. At this point, as you've seen with some of the award winners so far. The Archie Greer Scholarship was established in 1986 by the many students of Archie in recognition of his outstanding leadership as a professor and director of the school, going way back to those 1970s years when it was called the School of Radio and Television. He's credited with building the TCOM program and was the first director of the school when the College of Communication was formed, which was 54 years ago. 54 years ago, right? Yeah, 54 years ago. Archie was a strong supporter and the original faculty advisor of ACRN. If you happen to have a chance to stop by our studios down in Baker Center at some point, you'll see a nice little plaque recognizing Archie on the wall there. And while he is no longer with us, Archie lived a very full life and is fondly remembered by a lot of folks here. This year's winners of the Archie Greer Scholarship are Elena Grimm and Drew Adams. Elena is unfortunately unable to be with us this evening, but Drew is a second-year media production major here at Ohio University. He is involved in multiple media-related organizations such as Rough Cut Collective, and will be among those participating in this fall's Ohio in LA program. The ACRN Charles Vogue Scholarship is a recent addition to our awards here. Charlie was with ACRN in the early to mid-90s and epitomized the spirit of ACRN. He was a fun-loving, dedicated person who did what others said could not be done. An introspective, quiet, and caring guy, always willing to fill in a shift when someone needed him and ready to participate in whatever crazy scheme the station hatched. And those of you who have been around college radio stations know there are plenty of crazy schemes. Charlie had a strong work ethic. He helped people at the station develop their skills and make ACRN sound just great. Charlie unfortunately passed in 1995 under tragic circumstances, and there were discussions of starting a scholarship in his name, but a few years ago, we finally made that happen. A group of alums got together and created a way to contribute to ACRN and demonstrate to the university the impact that ACRN has as a student organization. This scholarship accomplishes all these things and fulfills a promise that group of alums made to honor his memory. The winner this year is Hannah Littlefield. Hannah is a junior music production major with a communication minor and a social media certificate. She's involved in the ACRN production team, which is in charge of recording artists and setting up shows for ACRN that ACRN puts on around town. If you want to see some of that work, look up the ACRN YouTube channel. There are a lot of good in-studio performances up there. Congratulations, Hannah. Next up, the incomparable Eddie Ashworth.
Thanks, Greg. I'm here to present the Douglas Hill Memorial Scholarship. Named posthumously for audio graduate Doug Hill, the award is presented to a junior with a specialization in audio or radio production, performance and writing as well, who is actively involved in professional media work outside of class. And this year's recipient is Shania Huffman. Shania is a music production student at Ohio University, currently recording and mixing Athens local bands, and is always writing and producing her own music. Shania will be interning at a recording studio in LA this summer and has been accepted into the Ohio and LA program, and I can add, has a great future as a recording engineer and producer. I have the pleasure of also presenting the Ellen Woodward Memorial Scholarship. Ellen Woodward was an audio production major in the school and one of the first women to select audio as her area of emphasis. She was a junior in the program when she was tragically killed in an automobile accident. To perpetuate her memory, her family established this scholarship in her name to be awarded to a junior or senior majoring in audio production. This year's recipient is Sophia Hoffman. Sophia? Sophia is currently a freshman at Ohio University. She spent her first year at college at numerous women in the music industry meetings, working as promotions director for ACRN and acting in several Rough Cut collective films. Sophia is excited to continue working with these organizations, as well as starting a new project, Women in Politics as Treasurer. Congratulations. And it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the ever ebullient Selma Pott.
Good evening, everyone. It's always an honor to present awards to our students. And as a presenter, if I'm this nervous, I can't imagine how you're feeling. But a big round of applause for all the families who are here to assist and support their children. It's really such a pleasure to see people back in action. So it's my honor to present the Philip E. Schmidt Broadcasting Scholarship recognition. Philip Schmidt was a 1950 graduate of the radio television program who had a successful career in broadcasting. He specialized in radio, and his best memories of campus center around the radio station that was then housed in an old Army concert hut where now Alden Library stands. This award goes to a junior or senior with academic merit and a focus on broadcasting. Again, it's a pleasure to announce two young people, Drew Adams and Emma Gabriel. Emma is out of town and not here, but we will definitely recognize her for her accomplishment. She's a junior in the music production and recording industry major. She's on the recording industry track and aims to become an artist manager after her graduation. She's involved in this year's Brick City class, Odyssey at OU, and was also just named president of Women in the Music Industry. So big round of applause for Emma in her absence. And we have here Drew Adams, who's a second-year media production major here at OU. He is involved in multiple media-related organizations, such as Rough Cut Collective. This fall, he will be participating in a very fun program, Ohio and LA program. So, congratulations. I'd like to please invite Professor Tyler. Is he here? Is Professor Tyler is here? Okay, I get to present one more award. So it's again my honor to present Mickey Franco Memorial Scholarship. Joseph Mickey Franco was a 1967 graduate of Ohio University's College of Business. He spent his career in the radio business, becoming the manager of radio operations for Nationwide Communications, overseeing 16 radio stations at that time. The scholarship was established by Nationwide in Mickey's memory and is awarded to a senior active in radio and management. This year's awardee is Lauren Allison. Could we please have Lauren here? Lauren, so good to see you. Lauren has served as a co-chair and social media director of the OU chapter of the Audio Engineering Society. She's also been involved with Acrn in various capacities. Lauren has interned as musical recording, CD 92.9 FM Columbus, and #IVotedFestival. Festival. Congratulations, Lauren. Please. Second time is a charm, I hope. I'd like to really welcome here my colleague and a very big student, fan, Beth Novak.
I pretty much just never graduated. They made me associate dean of the honors college, but I never graduated. That's actually a nightmare that all of you students will start having in maybe like 5 years. You'll be like, wait, I'm in college and I forgot to go to a final, and so I never completed my degree. That's like the stress dream you're going to start having after you graduate, so prepare yourselves. Sorry, I got way off. This is not the Beth Novak show. I am presenting the Larry and Joanne Katz Family Scholarship, and this year this scholarship goes to John Kurtzinger. While you're walking, I'll start reading. So John is a rising senior in media arts production with a minor in film. Throughout his time at OU, John has worked in several media productions, most notably WOUB Public Media. Within WOUB, John has served as a digital reporter for Gridiron Glory, as well as an on-air reporter for Hardwood Heroes. Congratulations. All right, and now I'm suddenly becoming Karen Riggs, who could not be with us this evening, so I'm going to continue. Let's see here. Bear with me, this is a big one. Nationwide Communications Incorporated's first radio station signed on the air in 1946. During its time in the radio industry, it grew to become the 16th largest radio group in the country, operating 17 stations in 8 high-growth markets. The Nationwide Foundation has made this gift to the School of Media Arts and Studies to leave a legacy recognizing its 5 decades in the radio industry, to support an institution to which it has been closely tied for more than 40 years, and to demonstrate its commitment to education. The scholarships support students who will be engaging in internships in the coming year. So let me get through all of these names. I would like to congratulate the following students. Ashley Bubala, oh, I'm so sorry, Ashley. I even practiced like last minute. Bublanek. Oh my, I'm gonna make you come and say your name. Emma Gabriel, Frank Tarak, Grace Hammond, Jay Korn, Jason Loopman, Journey Kissel, Katie Leeds, Macy Wright, and Nicholas Decker. You guys just don't even all fit here. Scooch in this way a little bit. Ashley has been involved with Sigma Kappa for 3 years and Variant Magazine for 2. This past year, she was on exec as Associate PR Director for Variant Magazine. Ashley is also majoring in visual communication for publication design and has a minor in PR and advertising. Congratulations, Ashley. Oh, should we clap in between? Oh gosh, it just got super awkward. Ashley, I'm clapping for you. Emma is out of town and couldn't join us this evening. So I'm just turning the page. Frank, how are you doing? Doing good. Good. You just got a scholarship, dude. It's awesome. Yeah. Frank is part of the Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society, the Acacia Fraternity, and the Audio Engineering Society. He has interned with iDesign and helps them with their videos post-production, as well as some audio work. His plans after college are to become an audio engineer at a recording studio. Yay, Frank. So Grace, unfortunately, also could not be here this morning. Did you guys forget to tell everyone you were serving alcohol for this? They're never gonna let me do this again. Grace is not here, sorry, Grace. Jake is here. Jake is working towards an animation major with a film minor. He's in the Honors Tutorial College and has an audiovisual internship at Lantern Light Studios. He is currently working on a thesis about the evolution of animation style and techniques. Congratulations, Jake. Jason also could not be here this evening, so we're going to move on to Journey. Journey. Hi, Journey. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Journey is double majoring in games animation and virtual reality and game development. She interned at Lantern Light Studios from September 2020 to January 2022, and she currently works at the Grid Lab in Scripps Hall. Congratulations, Journey. Katie Leeds has been an active participant in the Athens community over her years at Ohio University. She is the treasurer of the Student Organization of Undergraduate Playwrights and was recently elected as the Alumni Social Chair for Lost Flamingo, while also a member of Vibrancy Theater and Rough Cut Collective. She is excited to be going to LA this summer as part of the Ohio NLA program. Congratulations, Katie. Macy. Did Macy not come today? Nicholas. Yay. Nick is a senior in the MPRI program focusing on audio engineering. Outside of schooling, he helps record several trombone quartets, such as, why would you do this to me? I'm so sorry. Why don't you just say that for us? You guys, it's spelled T-E-T-R-A-C-T-Y-S, Tetractus, and the Ohio Trombone Quartet. Congratulations to all of our wonderful students. Emma, Frank, Grace, Jake, Jason, Journey, Katie. Sorry, Katie, you're just like Nicholas. All right, gather up. I don't know if I deserve to be in this picture after that performance. I'm not going to be able to get back up. Okay. And now I'd like to invite our director, Josh Antonucci, back to the stage. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, but that is what it tells me to do. Whew.
All right. Wait, do we have a program? This is in reverse order. Is it the senior award? Doing seniors first? Okay. Just go to that. Okay. So we're going to start with the Outstanding Senior Award. As you've seen tonight, the School of Media Arts and Studies is a special place. And let me just take a beat. Is anyone else feeling a little emotional about hearing all these stories, being together? This is a really special time for us to do this. And again, can I just get a round of applause for all the students we've recognized so far? Gosh. You know, as Roger mentioned, we did the last two of these online. I shot the hosting sequence in a closet with my son, Gabriel, doing the green screen. Andy's editing it. Roger, where did you do yours? Where's Roger? Yeah, where did you do yours last year? Studio, okay. Well, you had better facilities. This was pre-vaccine, that's how we were rolling. But like, yeah, so it's just really good to be here and to enjoy this together. So it's a privilege to serve as a director of this community of smart, creative, thoughtful, talented group of students and faculty who are passionate about their work. Every year, the faculty selects a graduating senior who has demonstrated strong academic performance and exceptional involvement outside the classroom to receive our Outstanding Senior Award. It's a very special honor. This year, the faculty have selected two award winners. The 2022 Outstanding Senior Award winners are Grant Simpson and Meredith Juamez. Yeah. Distribute these. Okay, now let's get to the good stuff. Grant is a graduating NPR major minoring in marketing and podcasting. After graduation, he'll be continuing to work in the music industry in audio engineering and production management. He plans to establish a music collective to support producers, engineers, and artists in the pursuit of unleashing great content into the media marketplace. And quickly, I've had the pleasure of working with Grant on a number of initiatives. He is amazing as the head of production for Brick City Records. He went to our Austin, Texas masterclass with Jim Eno, and in just overall has just enjoyed serving artists in the region he's been working with. So great work, Grant. Meredith Juamez will be graduating from the HTC Media Arts and Studies program this semester. With a focus in sound post-production, Meredith has enjoyed her work in sound for film, music, theater, and games. After enjoying her 2 internships during the Ohio and LA program last fall, it's amazing, she hopes to return to LA in the summer and continue her work in the post-sound field. Congratulations to Grant and Meredith. Okay.
The Director's Awards of Excellence recognize both outstanding academic performance and a dedication to developing professional skills through experience outside the classroom. We have many exceptional students who, through discipline and commitment, are laying the foundation for successful careers. Each year, faculty are asked to submit their personal nominations for awards of excellence to the director. I'd like to now invite our faculty presenters to my right to the stage to announce this year's winners. So we'll have everybody come up and we'll kind of go in a row here. I think we have about 7 presenters. And I'll actually be the first presenter. All right. This student has demonstrated incredible leadership, creativity, and initiative through her time in the School of Many Arts and Studies. She has been active in the Women in Music Industry Student Organization for much of her time at Ohio University and currently serves as president. As well, she is the VP at Acrn Media, working on outreach and initiatives, including Lobster Fest. She also works in A&R with Brick City Records and was deeply involved in the Ohio University Music Industry Summit. As well, she was a part of the 2022 South by Southwest trip, focusing on networking and building vital career connections through her time in Austin. She cares deeply about music and people and has a remarkable career ahead of her. It is my pleasure to present our first Director's Award of Excellence to Jilly Felt.
Hello again. I'm presenting the Director's Award of Excellence to Rebecca Pop. And a few... So Rebecca is a current senior majoring in animation and game design with a minor in marketing. I think we've already heard that, but I have something extra here as well. Rebecca is the secretary for the OU Animation Club in her freshman year when the club first started and became president as a junior. She has been integral to growing the club during her time at OU. Congratulations, well deserved.
Hi, I'm happy to announce 2 Directors Awards winners tonight. The first is Elizabeth Reiser. Elizabeth is a senior majoring in integrated media with a minor in marketing. During her time at OU, she's been a member of Rough Cut Collective, Variant Magazine, the Lost Flamingo Theater Company. Last semester, Elizabeth was a student in the Ohio and LA program where she was a documentary intern at Scout Productions. And Elizabeth has a job. So in a few short weeks, she will work on the show Big Brother for CBS during the summer. And next is Stephanie Schilla. Schilla the Killa. Steph is a senior integrated media major with 3 minors and a paltry, uninspiring 3.97 GPA. Steph was in last fall's LA program and interned at Scout Productions as an unscripted development intern She was a producer on one of the short films in LA and worked on Fridays Live. Steph doesn't have a job yet, but there is no one that I know that I would feel more confident that would go in and kill it in a job interview and soon land a job. So you're going to do great things. Yeah. Thank you.
We don't know the order, sorry. Are you up again, Roger? Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So I just wanted to say one thing. Steph and Elizabeth both worked at Scout Productions, and one of our very most successful alums is David Collins, who created Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and that's his company, is Scout Productions. And David absolutely loved Steph and Elizabeth, to the point where, you know, like when you show that much enthusiasm for the work that they do and the energy they have, they are ultimate energy givers, and that says so much about both of them and their wonderful career that's ahead for them. So.
Okay, so she has panache, she has intelligence, she has glamour, she is funny, witty, a charmer, and I'm not roasting her yet. She is Sarah Rupsam. Please. And to just get it out of the way, she is an integrated media major with a double major in interactive design through the School of Viscom. She has a minor in Spanish. I think she has a minor in many things, but for the sake of record, and a social media certificate. Sarah sits as the president of Faux Pause for Ability Ohio University and vice president of OU Multimedia Society, and she has been a pleasure for me to mentor and tutor and advise and be a friend for 4 years. So it's such heavy heart to actually give her this award and let her go, but the world is her canvas now, and I wish her so much well.
Thank you. It's been an honor to be your advisor, and so let's do it.
Nice to have a shorter teacher.
So first of all, these next two students, I can't pronounce your names, so we got that going for us already. You were both way too humble when you submitted your bios, so I rewrote them. Don't worry, you guys. Don't worry. Our first award, well, it's not our first. The first one I'm giving is Beth Brennan. Beth is a games and animation major who has worked at the Grid Lab for most of her college career, including as a lead game developer on Athamos and a VR developer on the Janus Walkable VR project. She plans to find work as a game developer after graduation, and I expect that this will be quick and easy, as much as she seems nervous about it. Beth was in my fall storytelling and theme parks class and really stood out as highly collaborative and very talented. So much so that we asked her to continue on into a project this semester with a core group of students. So it's been such a pleasure to work with Beth. And next up is Faith Shields. Yay! Faith submitted a bio that was 2 sentences because she's like the most humble person, and anyone who talks to her knows that she is like epically talented and would be the person that you would think would be like, even like half as less humble, like would be like, look at all this amazing stuff I've done, and 2 sentences. So I rewrote this one too. Faith is a student in the Honors Tutorial College, majoring in games and animation with a minor in studio art. For her thesis project, she completed the design of a game that focuses on promoting empathy through developing relationships with non-player follower characters. The demo of this game that she completed pretty much by herself, with the exception of music, which anyone who does anything with game development, like literally she did all of it by herself. I didn't even write that part. The demo of this game won first place in the undergraduate media arts and studies group at last week's Student Expo. After graduation, Faith is gainfully employed I'm just making them clap for you a lot. As a developer artist at Little Seed. Little Seed is a company revolutionizing VR for healthcare. So we're very excited for Faith. Yay!
Beth is a tough act to follow, but I will do my best. So I had three students that I put forward for this. The first is Nathan Kane. Nathan, are you here? There you are. Nathan is an artist-producer from Amsterdam, Ohio. After graduation, he plans on continuing his personal pursuit of music creation with the So Hot band, Plastic Lemonade. Oh, yeah. Alongside his business partner, Kyle Willison. And I think it was Coop earlier who talked about students who are kind of under the radar, don't really make a huge impression necessarily in public, but he has definitely been a great citizen of the music production program, extremely talented, great ear, and I expect great things from you, Nathan. All right, let's hear it for Nathan. Okay. Next is, unfortunately, this student can't be here. I also put forward Drake Hoffmeister, who, as I said, can't be here. Drake is an integrated media major with a minor in marketing. He's involved with the Ohio University Digital Marketing Agency and works in the business office at Campus Rec as a resource specialist. And I put him forward because he's just absurdly smart, and he came into music production courses not as a major, as mentioned, a integrated media major, but fit in just like he was a major, contributed mightily to the class. Might go so far as to call him a polymath, very well-rounded and intelligent, and poised in a wide variety of disciplines. So, Drake, congratulations wherever you are. Cheer for Drake. Finally, I wanted to draw attention to Remington Johnson. Remy is a senior studying music production and journalism. During his time at Ohio University, he has been a part of the F-Word Performers, oh boy, AVW Studios, and Ohio University College Democrats. Following his time at Ohio University, he's excited for wherever his career in the music industry takes him. And again, I wanted to draw attention to a student who's relatively quiet in class, doesn't draw a lot of attention to himself, but his projects, at least in the courses I had with him, were amongst the best. And when we invited a group from Columbus called Go Analog to come down and do some recording with us, the entire class made mixes of the project we work on, and the band selected Remy's as their favorite. So you already caught the ear of the industry. Remy, I expect good things from you. Congratulations.
I have two students. The first I would like to recognize is Mackenzie Harris. Mackenzie is a senior media arts production major, journalism minor with a certificate in women's studies, and she is involved in the student PR firm 1804 Communication as the director of research and strategy department. And I must say, I've had Mackenzie, I think, every week for the last 3 semesters, I think. While quiet, she definitely has developed her voice as a storyteller and incorporating not only the visuals, but also in podcasting as well, kind of developing and becoming a great producer. So I expect wonderful things from you, Mackenzie. Great work. And last but not least, I figured we'd end where we started with Harlan. Now, I will say Harlan is one of our wonderful Scripps ambassadors, and I see him at the front desk all the time downstairs. I've had the joy of seeing Harlan come walking out in very variety of costumes, getting ready for set. I'm sure that you guys can agree. But what I really love about Harlan is I remember having you spring semester, your freshman year in our video production basics class, but I've really seen you really just jump in and take leadership and really make us proud as a student. And I will never look at sci-fi genre with the 48-hour shootout the same. You've just had that genre the last 2 years, and you guys really did a wonderful job with it. You didn't get first place, but you always placed. So that says something. So congratulations, Harlan, and keep on keeping on. Should we make a silly one?
I had a folder here with my notes in them. Somebody, does one of our presenters take them? Ah, they're hidden. I could just go full improv. Yeah, that would work. Be a great way to end. So again, I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to join us tonight. Parents and friends, it's really been a pleasure to have you with us. Can we just get one last round of applause for all of our award winners tonight? I again want to congratulate just our incredible students, our award winners, and their many achievements that we've recognized. A quick thank you to some of the faculty, Woody, Roger, Eddie, and Karen, as well as Jody Grove. Over here, can we get a round of applause for Jody? And Andy Walla in the back running our live stream. For putting together this here amazing banquet, for putting all the details together. On behalf of our faculty, let me say to our students, we are proud of you, we expect great things from you, and we'll continue rooting for all of you for your success through and beyond your graduation. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Feel free to hang out, and have a great evening.